Welcome to the Mind Games podcast. Today, we have my OG running mate, Matt Ikuvalu, join the panel. We reminisce on his career, we learn about his mindset and his life after footy. Enjoy. Matt Ikuvalu, mate, thank you very much. Welcome to the Mind Games podcast. How are we doing?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me on, man.
Mate, I said to you earlier, you were definitely top of the list. One of the first people I wrote down when I started this, and we, Maddie and I go back a long way. So we played a fair bit of junior footy together. We played 16s, and Maddie has a video which I actually am going to post on the socials of me putting a crossfield kick across and him scoring a try under 16. So they were good memories. But mate, super proud of everything you achieved in your career. I know we ran into each other in Clovelly a couple of years ago when you were at the Roosters.
That's right.
And I remember just thinking, that's crazy you're playing NRL. It was just so sick that, someone that was pretty close to me in those days achieved so much. So, Matt, well done.
Thank you, man. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to get on here because you had so much star power building up, and then it was getting a bit higher than what I could have been. And then, got the message. So,
no, mate, you're the only one that scored 5 tries.
That's true. That's true.
Not many. How many players have scored 5 tries in NRL? Wouldn't be many.
I think a lot now. Hey, after me, I knew that was. AJ scored 5 on us. The end of that year.
Did he really?
Yeah, we got pumped.
It wasn't on your
rabbits,
wing, was it?
Huh?
Were you on the right wing?
Oh no! Scored 5 on me. Scored 5 on me.
Oh no!
Nah, but he did get one handed to him, I reckon. So we'll pass off in the try line. But I think he was gunning for the
try scoring record.
Yeah, the try scoring. What do you call it, of the end of the year? So
yeah,
fair enough. And then Edric Lee, the big fella.
Yeah, okay.
And I think Addo Carr scored 6 at some point after.
6?
Yeah.
Far out. Crazy.
I can't remember if there's anyone else.
Crazy. I don't think I scored 6 in my career. Anyway.
You're setting them up all the time.
Yeah, crossfield kicks.
Yeah.
Mate, let's talk a little bit, let's swing it back to the start. We did mention we played a bit of junior footy and stuff together. We played under 16s and we played for the Harold Matthews and things like that in the same squad. Where, I know you played footy from a pretty young age from memory. I think you were in your brother's team and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah. So I was, I would have been just 4 or maybe turning 5. And my dad took me to my brother's footy, and then he just said, "You're going to be playing here." And I didn't even feel like I was ready. And he's just threw me in there, and I played, and I just loved it.
How much older was your brother?
He's only a year older than me.
Oh, is he?
He's a year and a bit.
Yeah, okay.
But then I went on a bit older, and I would play in his team all the time because I'd play in one game. When you're that competitive, wasn't enough for you. So
yeah.
You just go.
Who are you playing for at this stage? Gosford Carroll?
Yeah, Gosford Carroll. The Storm.
Cool.
I think my first game I wore, I've got a jersey at home, Gosford Giants. It's it's a retro little. My boy wears it now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it's cute as.
Yeah, sick.
And then I think my brother had a Carroll and Kookaburras or something like that. Yeah,
I didn't even know any of these things.
Throwback,
existed.
hey?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were just talking about this a little bit earlier, but you obviously played through when you were coming through the grades as you were growing up and whatever. There was a big sort of turning point from an outsider looking in. So you played in the 15s. You were no disrespect to the 2s, but you were playing Division 2, and then that next year you were pretty much the best player in our whole age group. So what? You won the grand final 15-2s. Then we did the Harold Matthews preseason and stuff together. You were, I think, the top try scorer of the whole Harold Matthews comp, weren't you?
Oh, I don't know. I was pretty close. I scored a fair few but I did have a gun centre. You remember
Brandon? Or was
Brandon?
It? Yeah,
gun centre, and he used to just put the centre on skates, get the winger involved, and give it off to me. Pretty much, it was good.
Yeah.
There.
But then also, when we went back to club footy, your confidence was just sky high. You'd gone to, as I said, no disrespect to 2s players, but you went from playing Division 2 to then being the best player in the whole age group in the space of one preseason. So was it a growth spurt? Was it
No, I think so playing 2s, I was always I loved being at Erina. So I was at GK until I think 10s or 11s, I can't remember. But then I came to Erina, and I remember coming to the squad, and I just loved being at Erina and stuff like that. My dad loved being there. He had some good friends there, and I don't know. I didn't want to leave there to go play for a ones team at that time. I just was happy playing twos and going through that.
Did you
and
get
I never
tackled
made
the whole
reps.
season?
What's that?
Did you get tackled the whole season?
Nah, I remember there was me, Jake Voicey. Remember Voicey?
Yeah, he was rapid.
There was a few others, but like it was just good to play with those boys because we were pretty good, but like we'd still go up against like King Cumber under 15 twos and not be able to beat them. So we weren't good enough to go up yet. But I hadn't made any rep teams until 15 twos grand final. I played well, I remember, and then I got asked after to go do a Haramats trial. I think Tony Levette come up to me.
Yeah, okay.
Asked me to do a Haramats trial. And I went to the trial and I trialled all right. I still remember, I can't remember who the player was like, what is he doing in our team? Because like all the team lists were like ones players. And then there was me at the twos and like, what's he doing in this team? And then I trialled well. And then after that, I just made the squad. So I think my confidence grew after that, making my first rep side and moving on to that. And like once I came back to that squad, I was like, I beat all these players that were that were trialing for this rep side. So like, why don't I just bring that confidence into playing? And I think that's just what happened.
Yeah, cool. And then like to keep going on that meteoric rise, like the end of that season, I think I just rode your coattails and I got lucky, but we ended up playing with a few of our mates in the under 18s in the semi-finals and stuff. Once our season was done, they must go for longer or whatever. And like you ended up playing like even second like reserve grade and stuff there by the end of the year, right? In the semis.
Yeah, I think I ended up getting I don't know if it was a thirds or a seconds grand final. Last minute they had to play it down. They're like, can we get a winger? And I was like,
young superstar. Did you win?
I'm in there. Nah, we lost. Burka.
Score a try?
Nah, I can't remember how it went, but I know we lost.
Yeah, okay.
I remember everyone was Devo, but I wasn't that unhappy because I was like, I hadn't played with everyone all year. And it would have been more sad if like our team made the grand final, we'd lost that.
No, cool. Well then, so like you then the next couple of years you stayed at Erina for a few years, played a fair bit of first grade and different things there. When did you kind of start thinking like, was it always like I'm going to try and make it, or were you? Where's your mindset shift here?
I remember making. A fella named Michael Newton.
Yeah, he's a play manager now as well.
Yeah, he hit me up and said, all my parents or my coach, I can't remember who, he asked me to, if he could be my play manager and he can get me to Manly. And I was like, well, what does that mean? What does that entail? And he talked to my parents and he sorted that out. So Mick got me to go to Manly. I did SG ball there. That's right. I went into Cup. I did 20, Cup. But like my whole life, I was like, I'm going to play NRL. I remember going through school, going, I hate school. I'm going to be an NRL player.
Which is ironic considering your career now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a teacher.
But yeah, no. So like, you've gone to Manly. Were you living in Manly, living on the coast?
Nah. So when I hit 20s, I moved to Manly.
Okay.
I lived in.
How was 20s?
Yeah, it was mad. I lived in
TV
like
every
a
week and
house.
stuff.
What's that?
You're on TV every week and stuff.
Right, you felt like superstars, but really you're a fish in a big pond. Like
who was in that 20s team at Manly?
20s. First year, we had Josh Drinkwater. He was a gun.
Yeah.
I think Gutho and Jakey Trebojevic came up later, but they were in our second year. So it's Willie Pearsall come in, Dill Kelly.
Yeah. What a player Dylan Kelly was.
He was a good player.
He was a gun.
He's still such a good player, but I think he's out Dubbo.
Yeah, Orange, I think.
Orange,
yeah.
But we had some good players, but we just never went well. Hey, Brendan Leina come to that 20s, played a bit. But yeah, we just never kicked on. Hey, we always I think we came second last every time. Yeah.
Oh, true.
And then Jakey and Gutho, I think they made NRL while they were still in 20s. I remember that was a big thing for us 20s boys because we'd get to hang out with them and that.
Oh, yeah.
And even then, I was like, I still going to make NRL. I still want to make NRL because I was playing fullback at the time for the 20s. I think Gutho was going to the centres.
Yeah, okay.
And playing a bit
Had you ever played fullback before?
Yeah, I played a bit of fullback in SG ball. Went into fullback in the 20s. Not really much in Cup. Like I played a game here and there. I like fullback. You have to do whatever you want. I just don't have the lungs, man. I don't have the lungs for that. But yeah, we had a good side. We just, I don't know, never. Sammy Short, I don't know if you remember him too. He was a gun, but
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't really kick on after that.
Yeah, cool. So you played cup for Manly though, right?
Yeah,
for a little
I
bit.
played one year
then-
cup. Then I did my Cindy. That's like back then. It was like a season-ender injury, 3 months or something like that. So
Yeah,
you had a
okay.
screw on your ankle and you couldn't bear weight for like 10 weeks, and that was so shit.
Was
Like,
that
it was
like
the worst.
so? Talk me through your like head noise here, because like for someone who their athleticism is their biggest strength, right? Like you're fast, you're big, you could jump high. Like that was kind of your thing. When you're getting injuries like that, or like that, you know, on your joints and stuff, is it start thinking like, is it going to recover and I'm going to be the same, or is it?
Well,
like,
that was my first big injury. Like I torn hammies and stuff plenty of times playing. That's when I was fast. I don't think I've torn a hammy since. But yeah, like that was my first big injury and I had to have surgery, and it was such a like mindset changing time for me because I wanted to be an NRL player, and then so after that happened, Manly dropped me. So Manly didn't want me to be a part of their squad next year. So
were you in process of renegotiating at the time, or was it?
I
Never
was
really
talking
on the
to
table?
Nudo and stuff, and Nudo said there's nothing really for me there. Probably can get you to another New South Wales Cup team or whatnot. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do. Like I'm not really like at that age. I had no idea what to do because if my manager wasn't sure where I'd go, then what am I supposed to do? So
Yeah.
I ended up just going back to Wyong. That was what happened after that. But that was just a big mindset changing thing where I'm like, at the time, hadn't been dropped from a squad, finally been dropped. So I thought, I'm never going to make NRL now. So just thankfully, like Wyong at the time, when I moved back to Wyong, I didn't know that Roosters were going to be a part of their.
Yeah, okay. So you didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure. And so I was just going to go back and play with like Alex Langbridge and players like that.
How has he not played NRL, by the way?
I know, freak. Absolutely freak. I told him that. I was like, you're one of the best players I've ever played with that's never played NRL.
I reckon he's the best player I ever played with.
Yeah.
Oh, second.
Hey, no, don't say that.
Second. Yeah, okay. So what year is this?
Oh, it would have been
2014,
13.
Yeah, okay. So 2014. So you've gone back to Wyong. Was there like going to play New South Wales Cup, or what was the...
Well, I went there just to play New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
I had no idea that Roosters. And then that, before I signed, like they signed a deal with Roosters. I think it was like 4 or 5 years. They were going to be their New South Wales Cup team. So worked out well for me. First 3 years, I didn't really get many games because they had so many Roosters players dropping back. And then I think every time... So I played a lot of local grade actually for Wyong.
Yeah.
My first game against Erina Eagles, Hammer knocks me clean out within like the first 3 minutes. That's another story for Erina Eagles. But
wow.
Yeah, so I played a lot of local first grade, and then every time I got a shot in cup, I just would try my best and do whatever I can for the team, and ended up playing well. I think 2016 and 17. Yeah. I made team of the year.
Did you play many games with Joe Burgess?
Yeah.
Yes, I love Budgie.
But that was the thing. A lot of the time when he was out, I would play. Yeah. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he like lived with me and Connor at that place in Coogee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for a bit, and then he moved out into his own place. But yeah, Budgie was the best.
Oh, it was always good to see him when I was playing overseas and to see him over there.
Yeah.
He got a ring too.
Yeah, I know. He had a great season.
He's already got a ring, but he's got another one.
Yeah, and he played for England as well in the Ashes. He hadn't played for 10 years.
Really?
2015, he made his debut for England, and he played 2025.
Because after he played for England, didn't he come over to the Roosters?
Yeah.
It was hard for him. He didn't get many games too over for the Roosters.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother story. But like different sides of the field, he got dropped after scoring a hat trick, things like that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Like that was like the story of my career.
Yeah. Exactly
in terms
right.
of playing at the Roosters, they've had such good outside backs to.
Yeah, so like, tell me about your mindset in this period. So like, you're just training and playing local A grade. You're playing a few games of cup here and there, but you're sort of seeing like, you know, there's players ahead of you. Like the amount of depth that the Roosters in 2016 had in their outside backs was crazy. Like, but although the first grade team wasn't actually doing that well either, it was actually that down year they had. So, where's your mindset at here, and how's like?
So I remember players coming back I was hoping for a centre because I was always playing on the wing at that time. I was hoping just a centre to come back and stuff like that. But we also had Yleen Gordon, Buddy Gordon.
Yeah.
He'd come and play playing the centres as well. So he was just with Wong. So he was always in front of me. He's absolute beast when he was playing. But then like you had Stapo, Brendan Elliott coming back. A few others would come back and like it was pretty much the full outside backs was taken every week. So I think I found the love for the game again because I found it fun again.
Yeah.
Playing first grade, I had players like Mitch Williams, Jake Lewis, Luke Sharp was there, Justin Toomey White, Brock Moulton, like players that I could play with a lot and train with them all the time. And you just found fun in training and half the time you play on the Sunday and you go to the beery or like whereas the professional side of it, you wouldn't do that as much.
Yeah.
But I found the fun of it because like my partner was friends with all the partners as well. And I think we could all just hang out as good groups. And I don't know, I enjoyed going to Wong at that time. And then I think my footy just ended up getting better because I was enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. There's plenty of key takeaways there. Like, yeah, the smile on your face, you train harder, things get easier. Like,
but it did suck, I promise you. It sucked not playing in Cup because that's what I went there. I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, the players that I was enjoying training with and hanging out with were playing Cup. So,
yeah. Yeah, okay. But you mentioned something there too, like, and your partner had found a bit of a community that she was sort of hanging out with as well, and you were all sort of friends. And that gets to the next point. Weren't you going to pack it in at that stage?
Yeah. So I remember talking to her end of 2016 because I wasn't playing much Cup even at that point, and I was like, because I wanted to be a teacher. So I started my degree, I think 2015 or 16, and I was like,
how did that come about? You just
I knew I wanted to work with kids because like I was an SLSO at North Sydney Demonstration School a fair bit. Ash Grimond, he's an old manager at Manly of mine, but he's got me that job for a bit, and I enjoyed doing that. And I thought, like, if I can do that full time and work and get better money, obviously as a teacher, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So I packed in my job I was working as a metal fabricator. Oh. And it's a good job. You got good pay and like they were pretty good with the holidays and stuff, but I hated going to the same factory every day.
Yeah.
So I quit that and I just started uni, met some good friends, but I think that's another reason why I enjoyed playing footy too. I wasn't getting flogged at work all day and then going to training after.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. I was just happy to be a teacher at that point, and I said, well, I'm just going to focus on my uni, work in the afternoons at Platypus when I was trying to sell shoes and that. So do those two things, and then I won't need to worry about extra money playing footy. And then I remember her going like, nah, just play one year. I really enjoy hanging out with like a couple of the girls. There's Kendall and Chelsea, and there's a few others that she really enjoyed hanging out with. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I'll think about it. And then I think the next couple of days I was like, yeah, sweet. I just went and signed the contract to play Cup again next year, and ended up being the best year and made team of the year. And I think that pre-season coming into the new year, 2018, Matt King gave me a call and said, would you like to do a pre-season with the Roosters, or Adam Hardigan as well. So, got the pre-season and the rest was
So you jumped at that?
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Like that was the first thing. I put uni on hold at the time, put uni and my work at Platypus on hold. I just said, this is what I want to do. Like that was what I wanted to do my whole life. Obviously, there was a small part where I parked it, but as soon as that opportunity arose, I was like, I have to give up everything for it. So
yeah, cool. It's interesting too. Like, and it's sort of there's a lot of like cool insights into that too. Like you kind of half took your foot off the gas and went back and went, okay, I'm going to focus on these other aspects of my life and do positive things in other ways. And then your footy sort of fell into place, and then these opportunities have come, and then you've just gone all chips in. Yeah. So I love that. That's fucking awesome.
That's a bit of advice for anyone that's trying to make NRL or anything like that, or even just want to play better footy. Make sure your home life and everything outside of footy is in order and you really enjoy that part of your life, because once one's out of balance, you're not happy in one, you're going to be unhappy in the other. So I think I found a good balance in that.
Love that,
doing them
mate.
both. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, cool. So going through, done the train and trial pre-season. They sent you back to Wyong, right?
Yep. Went back to Wyong, and I did a few days here and there. They'd always call me up like for a session, usually D2, which is the hardest, like opposed session.
Yeah.
So they just want someone to bash first
And
against the first grades.
But weren't you carving up Latrell and Tubes?
No, who said that? Nah.
Yeah. That's what you told me off camera.
No, it wasn't even that. Robbo actually told me that the moment that he said that I'll be training full time with them is they were just like dropping kicks over into my corner to get Toops and Trelly. I was pretty much the doll there, the dummy getting jumped over. But there was a few times because at the time I wasn't sure if we were allowed to contest or not. But I was like, I'm here. I'm just going to go. And I got up and I caught a few over the top. I think I got one with Trelly, and then Toops was coming. I got one with Toops, and they're giants compared to me. I think they're like 2 heads above me.
Yeah.
So it was a really good moment when Robbo come and told me that that's a turning point for him, and like watching me play, and that was a reason why I made it. So it was good, like to just have that said to you, and also know when that moment happened. So
yeah, cool.
It was good.
So you vividly remember that session as well?
I do now because when he told me about it, and there was a photo. I don't know where the photo is, but there was a photo of me catching it with the 2 boys around me. So I was like, oh, okay, that's the moment. And
how good.
Yeah. And then I think the week after they put me on full time. Well, yeah, they put me on full time, and then a few weeks later I got the debut.
Did you move down or no?
No, so I had an apartment in Gosford.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was living at my mum's house. Yeah, living at my parents' house still at that time. And then my partner was at her parents, and they'd just go back and forth. But it wasn't until later on the year. But we just never moved down. I got the apartment in Gosford, and even when I was at the Roosters, I was just travelling down all the time, catching a train with Zane Tedavano.
Yep.
And just driving down with him.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. All right, so how'd you find out about the debut?
Yeah, that was a good one. So
I remember never being so pumped.
There was just so many. Like the boys were injured. I think Paul Momorowski had a bad back, so he wasn't training. Bernie Lewis, I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember Bernie Lewis. Yeah.
He just did his ACL. I think
he wasn't playing NRL, was he?
No, but he would be. He would have been next
okay.
in line.
Yeah.
I think Toops was Peck injury. Reece Robinson in, but I'm not sure if he was playing. I don't think he was playing as good as he usually would.
Yeah.
And then so I just came up for like a pose.
So you're looking at this going like I'm still 6th or 7th in line.
Yeah. Well, at the time there was so many injuries,
Yeah,
and then I remember Kingy going, Matty, you're going to go in the NRL video. And I was like, oh, what's going on?
Oh, so you hadn't been exposed to much of that before?
No, so we did, but like when they did their a lot of the review before a game, they would do their own thing.
Yep.
Cut would go do a review, and because it would come to the opposed time.
Yeah.
And so we would review the other team stuff, so then we could run their plays against the first graders.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I went over the first grade. So at that point I thought, oh, maybe I'm 18th man. It's like, this is sick. I'm going to be 18th man.
Had you done many of those?
Nah, hadn't done any at the time.
Okay.
Nah, so I was like, okay, this is my next step, making 18th man. Then we went out the field. They're like, Matty, jump over on the right wing. I was like, yeah, sweet. Because that was where, at the time, I think Reece Robinson was playing there.
Yeah.
Reece Robson. Sorry, not Robinson.
No, it's Robinson. It's
Yeah,
Robinson. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was playing there anyways. And then, but then he was in the other colour jersey. And I was like, whoa. I was like, there might be something up here. And then we were playing. We did the oppose, plays well. And then Robbo come over after and was like, you ready? I was like, what? And he's like, are you ready to play? And I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I know you are. And I was, that was a good moment too. So found that out. Yeah, found that out the start of the week. And he goes, we're going to put it in on Tuesday, team list. You'll be named. Just be ready for that. So I got named, and my phone started going off. And because at the time I hadn't even been named in like reserves. And
oh wow,
yeah. So it was really cool to just like have my name straight in the jersey, the 5 jersey. So that was sick.
That's awesome. Who'd you first call?
At the time, I called Mum, and then the second call I actually called Rip Taylor.
Wow.
He's someone that put my name forward to Actually, I tried to call my mum, and I tried to call my dad. He didn't answer at work. My mum, and then Rip Taylor, because he's someone that put my name forward. He got me into the squad at Wyong, and he'd always give me shit. But I knew he'd give me shit because he knew that I was better than what I was, how I would play in cup.
Yeah.
And so I gave him a call and I let him know that I was playing first grade. And he actually was the guy that gave me my debut jersey.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was cool. Yeah. He's a really good man if anyone's crossed paths with him. But yeah, that was a big week. Hey, phone was going off.
Yeah, so like
never happened to me too, like that type of
attention.
Yeah.
So how did you deal with that? Well,
I got back to people that like I was really close with, and then I anyone that like I hadn't spoken to a while, I'd say thank you and stuff like that. But I think I turned my phone off. I was rooming with Zane Tedavano on I can't remember what day it was, but a couple of days before, stayed in Sydney that night, went into the camp, like they do like a little camp before the game, and I like just had my phone off the whole time. Like I turned the notifications off because I didn't want to be pumping myself up too much before a game.
You need to protect your own energy in that scenario, right?
And I hadn't learnt that. So, and that was a big thing that room with Zane was like, just turn your stuff off. You'll feel better for it. And I did. Then I got out there that debut and got bumped off by Mahe Whenua.
Yeah.
But I played and it was so good. I actually did my Cindy in that game.
Yeah, I remember. Didn't you get jammed in between?
Yeah, Elijah Taylor.
Yeah, that's right.
Before the hip drop was a thing, he landed on me like that. My ankle was cooked with like 15 minutes in, and I remember Travis Toomas coming out going, "What are you gonna do? You going off or not?" And I was like, "Nah, strap it up." So I strapped it up so much. I just played the rest of the game. I was like, I'm not going out because I could only play one game.
Yeah, it could be your
ever.
only game. Yeah, did you get painkillers or whatever, or you just?
Yeah, I had some painkillers at halftime, but I was like not going off.
How long were you out for after that?
4 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And then this is another cool thing. That I went straight back into first grade, played centre against Melbourne. I had Fergie on the right, and then Fergie outside me, and then Cooper Conklin inside me, which was that was a surreal moment too.
It's great. And then also who you're playing against as well. Like you've gone from like playing New South Wales Cup to now you're playing against the Melbourne Storm, who like think about if you go back when we were like playing under 16s for the Storm, then you're like, I'm now playing against like Cameron Munster. Was Smith playing? Yeah, Cameron Smith would have been playing
Smith,
like
Slater.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's another crazy thing, bro. My first try ever in that game, I got a photo where I'm scoring in the corner and Slater's in the back, and I'm like, because he tried to tackle me out. I was like, this guy's one of the greatest players that ever played. And I've got my first ever try has got a photo with you in it.
That's so sick. Do you have that up on the wall?
Special for me. Oh, I should. It's pretty special for me to have that. So
100%.
Yeah, at Adelaide. Was it at Adelaide? Yeah, I think it was at Adelaide.
Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Even crazier too.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, this is a really good year for the Roosters too. Like they obviously win the comp at the end of the year. What was it like being around that? Were you in the squad grand final week?
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't in the actual name squad because everyone was back. But I was around the squad.
Yeah.
It was really cool to be like even on the outer there too. But it's crazy how all the fans turn up in this, like, so after they've won it and everything, like you go back to the East Leagues Club and you're up the top and all the fans just like taking the whole street up. It's pretty cool to see. But just the whole week before it too, like the media and the hype that goes into it, it's a really cool experience.
Yeah, awesome. So obviously you go for your first year, Roosters win the comp. It's a bit of a whirlwind. You've obviously, as I said, played against some goats of the game. Like you've scored a try with Billy Slater in it. Like you've been a part of all that. Then you go World Club Challenge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been cool, pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually got to play in that one too because thank you, Latrell. He decided to stay back and play All-Stars. We had B-Moz coming. He went into the centre, left centre, and then I got to play the right wing. So that was a surreal moment too.
Who was that against?
Wigan. Yeah.
Who did they have?
They had at the time Hardacre. Trying to think out.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, they lost heaps of players. I think Sammy Tompkins had just moved to
Warriors. No,
I think he just moved to Catalan Dragons.
Oh, okay.
I think he was a fullback at the time, and then yeah, they lost a few of their guns, and like, which was good for us. I think Luluai was playing. He was in the halves.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but they had a good side, and it was a pretty solid game. I can't remember. It might have been 16-8 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
sick. Well,
BMOS
how was
scored a
the
hat
trip?
trick.
How long did you go for? Who did?
Sick. It was so BMOS
Did he?
scored a hattie in the left centre, so saved us.
Yeah, wow. But yeah, cool trip.
Yeah, it was so good. I always said, like, if I ever played professional footy, I want to travel. Like, that's what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have probably ever gone over to Europe if it wasn't for footy. And I think we went to Paris first. We stayed in Paris, and we went to the Somme, like, to do a bit of history there and learn about the war. And then we headed over to England, and we stayed in, I think, in Manchester.
Yeah, okay.
Could be wrong.
Nice.
Yeah, but no, it was such a good experience, because got to see two parts of Europe which I never got to see before, and do it with people that like Jazza, Jerry Hargreaves, like legends of the game, and got to just like build closer relationships with them all.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
How what was he like to play with?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Such a good person off the field. Everyone calls him a grub, but he's honestly the best dude off the field.
Agree.
On the field, he just competes, man. He'll do anything for the team. He'll hit hard. He might not hit fair, but but he does it for the team.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the best human beings. So
Yeah, no, awesome. Then the 2019 year, that's what we're up to, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool year for you. So you played a fair bit of first grade.
Yeah.
You scored the 5 tries against Cows this year?
Nah,
Was that 2020?
2020,
Oh, was it COVID year?
I think, yeah. No, 2021 was up in bubble.
Yep.
2020 COVID year. 2020.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so 2019, still another good year though.
Yeah.
They win
ended
the
up
comp
playing
again.
the most amount of games. that I played that year,
Yeah.
which was cool.
The Roosters win the comp again that year.
Yeah.
Were you thereabouts grand final week or not really?
Nah, so I fractured. Okay, this is right. I fractured my eye socket coming into the finals.
How? High shot?
Nah, I got stuck in the middle. Like, I was playing out in the, I think I might have been the wing at the time for cup, and I got stuck in the middle. So I made like 2-3 tackles at from marker, and then as I'm running back, I thought I was sweet, and then the fullback sends me open. So I got in the middle, and I was like, this is about to be fourth tackle. If I can make a tackle like within their 20 meters, because we'll just like cage him in. I sprinted out to make a tackle on this middle, who actually is my missus' cousin.
Oh, wow.
And we just head clashed, like fractured my eye socket. I ended up missing. I missed the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I missed actually I could have possibly made my debut for Tonga, which really would have been good, but I just couldn't because of my eye.
Yeah.
And then, like that, and I missed the grand final opportunity to be in the squad there too. So wasn't the best, but like, just story of my career.
How did you so how are you like in terms of mindset now? Like, how are you dealing with this?
I think I was a bit better, because I obviously I knew it was like, it's such an important part of your body. Like, obviously your legs and stuff are all important, but you know that they're going to heal. You can rehab them really well. Like, I had no idea how am I going to rehab my eye, like massage the areas and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take as much time to heal as possible. The Roosters were really good about it too. I think they gave me like 2 weeks off. They said if I need more time, I can have more time off. And I was like, yeah, it's probably best. I probably shouldn't be driving. Like, I was like, I was cool. But no, it was good. So it wasn't just like my eye socket. It was like my orbital floor in it. So like my eye had dropped a bit.
Yeah, so it can be like your eyesight and everything.
Like my eye's still not, hasn't recovered today. Like, I can't quite squint it. And
oh, really?
Yeah, doesn't like squint properly because of the scar tissue in it. So
yeah, okay.
But it's all good. Like, I know that it's healthy in there, and I'm sweet to keep playing and stuff like that. But at the time, I was like, nah, it needs to be healed. I can't do anything until
Absolutely. So had you already wrapped up a deal for next year as well?
Yeah. So I'd already signed on for one more year at the Roosters at the time, and so I was happy to not try play. As much as you want to play keep playing as much as you can, but at the time I was like, no, I think I'm done with because I didn't want anything else to happen. It was so close to my head, I guess, my
Yeah,
my brain, mind, and everything. So
Yeah, cool. Well, I just want to touch on something there. So you mentioned you could have made your debut for Tonga. You never did, right?
no, I never did.
Is that the one thing that?
Yeah, I regret it so much. Like, I remember because Christian Wolfe called me and asked me if I can play in the World Nines, and then after they'll do a test, they will pick the team then. And so he asked me playing the Tongan World Nines, and at the time, it wasn't that much further after the season had finished, and so I'd been doing some running and stuff, but I hadn't done any contact, and I wouldn't have been ready to play that Nines.
Mm.
And then I remember having to call him, and he was to say like I can't say yes, like that's all I've ever wanted to do is play for Tonga, but I can't say yes and get there and I actually can't play or get one hit and my eyes cooked, or obviously there'd be players out there that have played after this, but for me at the time I just like I couldn't take any chances.
Yeah,
I was getting headaches and stuff if I made like little tackles at training, so
far out.
I'd pretty much put my health in front of that, and then the opportunity never came. Hey, after that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So talk us through like 2020. That was a bit of a crazy year, obviously for all of us, but even in the NRL scheme, it was wild. You're still part of the Roosters squad. You had some really good success that year. So like, obviously, when did you come back into first grade that year?
So I played the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And then the season finished.
Yeah.
And then J Moz actually signed that year. So when I came back, I wasn't back into the squad.
Yeah.
So they had their team set. But I got to play the first 2 rounds. Comp went off. We all had to train wherever we trained at home. It was funny. Everyone was just like divvying up the gym. The gym just got like smashed by everyone. People coming in with vans, putting like barbells in the back, and so everyone had their gym equipment going. But then we came back in, and it was like it never stopped really. Everyone just played well and got back into it. Other than the fans not being there, that was weird.
That was weird.
So weird.
And the like random like statues, or not statues.
Yeah, the little
things
cardboard cutouts.
In the stands. That was weird. Anyway, talk us through 5 tries.
Yeah,
I know
that was
you
pretty
off
sick,
camera, so we spoke about for like 2 hours beforehand. So talk about your 5 tries, Matt. That's a lie. That's a lie. The 5 tries against the Cows. Talk us through that.
It's pretty surreal. Hey, I remember I wasn't even playing. I was 18th man, and I think Sammy Walker, a couple other like players, or Lockie Lamb, they weren't playing as well. So like I'd just be hanging out with them and like having a laugh. Usually you'd be pretty serious on game day, and you eat like I'm pretty routine with what I eat throughout the day if I'm playing. But I was like, nah, stuff it. I'll just have a massive lunch and come in the pre-game feed, smash that because you won't eat for a while. And then got to 18th man. I put my
the bib
short,
on.
I didn't put like my skins on and stuff. I was just like put my shorts on because I was just going to train and get over and done with and come back in and get changed.
Yeah.
So when I went into the warm up, I just seen B-Moz like he's just like wincing a bit and a few things. I was like, oh shit, what's going on here? Then we did our run throughs and B-Moz started like pulling up. And I was like, shit. And I was like tapping Joey and I go, Joey, I might be playing here. What the hell? So I started trying to get serious, and I see Travis Toomer. Travis Toomer came up and talked to him, made him do another run, and B-Moz ran. He went, oh, he grabbed the back of his like hammy, and I was like, fuck, I'm on here. So I started like pumping up, getting myself pumped, and I see Travis walking over to me and go, you ready? I go, fucking oath, I'm ready. But really like, which is good because like it was a mentality thing. So like my mentals, I was like, I'm ready to go, but like I hadn't prepared properly. But knowing that obviously your preparation before a game can play heaps on your mind.
Yeah.
But knowing that I had all the preparation beforehand, training well through the week and coming into the game.
Yeah. And the reps over a long period of time.
That really helped me. And all I did was sprint, like after we usually get together and talk and stuff, but like as soon as we finished our warm up, I sprinted back in the sheds, like got my skins on and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then got my mouth guard ready and stuff and ran back out and we walked in together. And then, the rest just happened. Hey, I had a good centre. Like, obviously good passing from Teddy and one of them. Joey, he just absorbs all the defenders and he just gives it off to me, which is awesome.
Freak, eh?
Yeah.
Hope he comes back to the NRL.
Oh, I don't know. He looks like he lived his
Yeah, I
best
know.
life, man,
I
over there in
agree.
Paris. But
I agree.
to be honest, I wouldn't have left France. Like, I love the lifestyle over there. It's so slow.
Yeah, okay.
It's the best thing. But yeah, it'd be good to see him back. To be honest,
he's too good.
No.
He's too good not to. Yeah, well, okay. Let's talk about your preparation. So obviously, you spoke about how you dealt with like, just relying on your training and falling back on your preparation over a longer period of time for that one example. But talk about how important like you're hitting all your reps and your standards midweek and preparing midweek and preparing for each game. Talk me through like your mindset around that.
Well, it's funny at the time because it was that COVID year. So your first graders would do your training and stuff, and then we had this other group called the Bulls.
Yeah,
and we called them the Bulls because like, do you know? I don't know if you remember like the franchise. There's like a saying where the Chicago Bulls, I think it's the general manager or something, who said like it's not just the team that wins you like championships, it's the organization, and we called ourselves the Bulls. So we had to like train hard against each other and do heaps of wrestling and heaps of weightlifting. I think I was hitting like my best lifts in that period of time, obviously because I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So I was able to lift hard, run hard, like, and do everything then. So I think when it came to my time to play, I was ready. I've been ready for weeks. Yeah. But like when it was my shot, like I was ready to go.
Yeah.
And I think Robbo does he said like a thing about all of us, all our Bulls. It's like I think he says like you train in the shadows so you can shine in the light.
Yeah.
Which is really it's a good analogy of what it is and what we were doing at the time. So
was this something that you learnt when you went to the Roosters and started like your preparation, or because I know no one's a good preparer when you're 16, but like when you as you started it, or was that something you started to implement?
I think yeah, more so. I think we trained hard against each other. Our D2 sessions were almost harder than games on the weekend, which is like it's awesome to have, but I don't know, like when you come into a game and you don't have that same mentality of like having to, because like you go easier on each other a little bit. So like you train hard, but you're not gonna like
hurt someone, dive
at legs and stuff like that. So when you're in the game, you don't have that fear of hurting the other player. So you're playing hard and you're ready to go. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I adopted that as soon as I got to the Roosters. That mentality to train hard, and then when you get to the game, it's ready to go. So
yeah, awesome. So obviously got through the 2020 year. Then you went to Cronulla, right?
2021, I played the COVID year up in the bubble
for the Roosters.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was good. That was that was probably my hardest year, I think, because like I just had my boy, and we moved up to the bubble. We were away from the family for a few weeks. So yeah, at the time they weren't going to bring the families up, so I was rattled. Hey, I was like almost like I'm going to go home. But that was like my first year that I would have played the whole year with the team. Yeah, first grade, because BMOS did his ACL when we were back in New South Wales. Yeah, so that was my spot at the time, and I knew. This is actually the hardest time. I think I played the worst game I've ever played in NRL against the Panthers. Yeah, dropped like 3 floaters from Cleary. Liam Martin was like breathing down my neck. At that time, you could just jump up and put your hand in the face and knock them without going for the ball. So I was just dropping these balls, and like I got through like this, had this real shit mentality like, am I good enough to catch these balls anymore, or what's going on? And I went through a bit of a slump there, but I had Suoliti breathing down my neck too to play NRL. And I actually got dropped after that game, and Sue he got put in to play Melbourne the week after. I can't remember if you remember it. They played at Newcastle and they got pumped. Yeah. And
because he was only 17, right?
Yeah, he was young young to be playing NRL, so it shows how freaky he is.
Absolutely.
Then I think he hurt his foot. He did his Frank. So then I got back in the squad. Yeah, okay. When we were up in the bubble, so I got to play the rest of the year up there, and that was a mentality changing thing for me. That like, okay, I'm back in. I can't stuff up,
Yeah.
but I still was in that slump of catching. Like I didn't think I was good enough, and
Yeah,
but,
okay.
like, I don't know.
How was there, like, is the club helping you in that regard? Are you talking to people? Are you leaning
100%.
on?
Yeah, I'm talking to Kingy was a massive for me there. He was like, mentality wise, he'd come up to me, you're a good catcher. Like he'd show me like footage of me catching bombs, getting taken out in the air, catching these bombs, and even like he would come into training and we'd do bomb catching, and I'd catch the bomb, and he's got this like pool noodle, and he's smacking my hands, or putting them just to help me, which is I'm forever grateful for. And I think I got myself out of that slump eventually, which turns out good, because when I went to Cronulla, I was confident again.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that whole COVID year was hard for me, being away from the family back at home, and then yeah.
Okay. So you're like 6-month-old boy and your partner aren't up in Queensland with you?
Yeah, no. Well, at the time they weren't, and they weren't going to come up. So I was like ready to call them and say, no, I can't do it. I'm not going to come up. So, but I think the NRL finally got it approved, and they were going to come up. So worked out a good time, because we were there for 4 months.
Yeah, I know.
So I would have missed 4 months of and you know, anyone that has kids, like growing from 6 months or 5 months to 9 months, whatever
it's a massive growth
it's
period.
massive growth.
Yeah.
And they start learning all little things, and what am I going to sit there on FaceTime and go, oh, good job? Like, I couldn't do it.
No, absolutely. No, cool. So how'd the Sharks deal come about?
So Roosters signed Paul Momorowski at the time, at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I still had 1 more year on my contract, and my manager had the same. So Dave Rawlings, he had Paul as well.
Yeah.
And he just called me and goes, hey, Roosters have made a play for Paul. I was thinking we might move you to another team, just so there's no competing against each other. I don't like having that. And I was like, mate, at the time I was like, I don't care. Like, if I'm happy to stay if you think that's good for me. And he goes, oh, maybe we'll just look around and we'll see what we can do. And then Roosters, because in your final year you can go looking. So I was like, yeah, sweet. I told Roosters that's what's going to happen, and then they're like, yeah, sweet. And I think he said at the time I could maybe go to Para or St George. I can't remember the teams, but Fitzy had just left, and he calls me as I was going. I was actually going to meet Lindsay Collins and his wife, and over at the Northern Beaches, and I got a call from Fitzy going, what are you doing? I was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, are you trying to leave Roosters and not give me a call and like give me a chance to make a play for it? And I was like, oh, yeah, I'd love to go to wherever you're going, man. Because I knew he was at Cronulla. I was like, I'd love to go to Cronulla. It'd just be a massive move for my family. And he's like, yeah, I know that. And like, let's talk. How about you come into Cronulla, meet some guys, and we'll talk from there. And then I think a few days later, he set up a meeting, and I went over there and had a chat, and I was like, oh, that's where I want to be. And yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, it was it was good to feel wanted from like your head coach straight away. Yeah,
absolutely. That's that, like, you know, that everyone wants to feel wanted, right? And everyone, you have that just a little bit extra confidence, just a little bit extra feeling of belonging, sort of things like that. So you moved to Cronulla? Yeah,
moved to Cronulla. We were at Cronulla for a year, and then we moved to Caringbah for the second year. But that was awesome for our family too, because like you're 2.5 hours from the family, and like it's a big trip for them to come up to see you, and vice versa. So like you kind of like made more effort to
grow as a family.
Yeah, grow as a family,
Yeah.
And I think we did, and that's what we did when we were there, and met new people. Obviously, like Cronulla, if you've been there, it's like one road in, and then you just that's a community, and it was really cool because like you go to the park and you'd see the same families there, and you'd say hi and stuff like that. And you go to Gunnamatta Bay and the same families are there too. Yeah. So it's a cool little nook in Sydney, I reckon.
Yeah, awesome. And how are the couple of years there?
Yeah, it was sick. Like I got really close with a few of the guys, and I think after like not even I wasn't even there for 3 months and stuff. Like I was really tight with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that just shows like credit to the leaders in the group and stuff like that, because Fitzy got to bring in like Dale Finucane and Cam McGuinness and stuff, Nico Hines, like they all made an effort, and Toby Rudolph, you'd know him, like he makes an effort with everyone.
Yeah,
and he just like brings everyone so tight, and I think the best thing about that shed is that, like, the young fellas can come sit in the big shed, and the older guys will go sit with the young fellas, which is awesome. The best thing. The same thing at the Roosters, but it was just a little bit more so at the Sharks, which I loved.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. There you go. There you go. And then, so did you have another opportunity to stay in the NRL, or what from there? What?
Well, at the time, so Catalan Dragons hit up Fitzy and say, what's Matt doing? Because at the time I was in and out of the first grade side, just with shitty injuries, and that's just what's plagued the back end of my year, my career. But
majority of it really, every year you sort of had an injury.
It was just how it was going for me. But they hit Fitzy up, and he asked me, like, I'm not telling you to go, but that's an opportunity for you if you want to go. Like, he said that was my favourite place. Like, if I ever got an opportunity to go to Catalans, I would have gone and lived there, because he talks about his time overseas and stuff like that. It was cold and stuff, but like when he went to south of France, it was amazing. Yeah. And I said, I'll think about it. And then I ended up actually tearing my patella tendon at the end of that year. Yeah. Oh. So
that's not a small injury.
Nah,
that's
so that was
big time.
6 to 9 months the injury went for. And
Bryce has done both his knees.
No way.
Yeah.
ACLs or?
No, patella tendons, yeah.
It's too big for him. He's a big human being.
Yeah, no, too much weight to not speed work.
He's got these patella tendons this big, and he's huge.
Yeah, but even like Connor did his 2 years ago as well.
Yeah, we actually had a good chat. Like, he called me after he did it and asked me what I did, because like in terms of recovery, like 7 months is pretty good to come back from. And like I was on it as soon as I started. Like, I had to do different. I don't know if it was how positive I was about it as well that made me want to work hard to get back. But my rehab, like, I was smashing out my rehab from the get-go, which was really good.
So is that like a key piece of advice? Like, so someone who's like, and what we've sort of touched on a lot here is like your whole career was plagued by a lot of injuries. In terms of dealing with injuries, because I'm not speaking firsthand here, but like I'm assuming there'd be kids that get an injury and it's a why me mentality. It's like, I can't believe this happened to me. My life's over. What am I going to do now? I'm going to go dig holes or whatever. Yeah. Like, it's how are you being positive for one, and having that mindset of like, I'm going to get to where I need to.
My family was a massive help. So like my wife Elise and my son Harvey, like, they were like obviously lights in that period of time. So I think, I know, switching off that footy side, like I was like, because at the time my son just started walking too, so I was like, I can't like run around with him. Like, that was hard for me, and that was like, I need to get back up ready. I need to be walking. I can't be like looking weak. He was young, but like you don't want them to be looking at you like while you're down, and so that was a big push for me to get up and moving and like getting healthy again, because I wanted to be able to do that, run around with him, and that's pretty much it. I think like having my family to be positive, and then also like I knew I wasn't done. Like, I wanted to keep playing, but and those thoughts definitely went through my head. Like, I thought, I'm turning 30 this year. I could be done. Like, that could be my career finished. Like, if I wasn't happy that being my last professional game, and but coming out of it, like, my family was my biggest light in that dark time. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So what part of the season did that happen?
Semi-final, first semi.
So you're out for most of the next year then, right?
Yeah. So I came back would have been round 11.
Yeah.
Newtown, played Newtown. Then the week after that, I flew to France.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So coming through the season, so Steve McNamara kept calling Fitzy going, what's Matt doing? Is he going to recover? And I was on trajectory to come back pretty early. So he's like, I need him to play a game before he comes over here. And like, that was it. So he's like, so I just knew as soon as I wanted to.
So it was a done deal. You just needed
to. At the time, it just went quiet. So after I tore my patella, it went quiet, and I was like, no. Looks like I'm not going. And then it sparked up again when I think they went through a slump of like losses. Yep. And then they called Fitzy again. We need Matt. We'd love to have him over there and all this stuff. And so I was like, I knew that I had a goal. So if I can get to that game, play that game, I can go overseas. And so I was just pushing to get back round 11. I was trying to push her to get back a bit earlier, but they were like, if you can get back at this game,
Did you
can go.
carve?
I scored a try, actually, versus Gussie. Angus was
okay.
playing. That was like when he got dropped back to Cup.
Yeah.
So he played, Dylan Napa played in that game.
Wow.
Trying to think of
Did
who
Connor
else.
play?
No, I don't know. Nah.
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, he would have been out probably with the Patella as well, maybe.
Nah, he got Patella after I came
okay.
came back. He could have. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But I knew that Gussie played because it was a big deal that he was back there.
Yeah, okay.
And then,
You just beat him?
Yeah, we smashed them. But they weren't, like, I think they didn't do too well that year. They had heaps of plays up, in and out, whereas we were pretty solid. Like, we had a solid Newtown side for the whole year. So.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, I was off to France, which was...
So what, like, as in you finished the game, and then what happened from here? Like,
I knew that if I got through that game, then I would be gone. So...
Oh, okay. So it was
done. So I saw all my old mates, so like, all the Roosters boys come down to see Gussie, so it was good to see all them as well. And then obviously shook it up with the boys from Canala, just like knowing this was my last game with them. And I trained a couple of days with Cronulla just so I didn't feel sluggish on the plane and stuff like that. But yeah, we just packed up the whole house.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So like even the other stuff that you don't think about, like breaking your lease, like all these adulting things that you don't think about. Yeah, like you got to do that. You've got to, pack up. You've got to move your whole life to the other side of the world. Like, and it's a young family as well. It's not just you. Like, you can't just be like a selfish, I'm just going to do whatever. There's other people and other stakeholders involved there. Like, talk us through like that little period. So you've gone to south of France, and did they have a place for you, or you had to find your own?
So they sorted us a place. Sorry, I just spat. It was an Airbnb on Cannes Plage, which is like a suburb outside, like near the beach on
it's where the film festival is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a place there, and it was legit. Like when we were walking in, it looked like a jail. So everything was concrete. The lift going up was tiny, so we had like 6 bags in this tiny lift shoved in there. We got there, and the door was just like this heavy metal door. Like I was like, no way, this must be like the Krupp neighborhood.
Yeah.
Opened up the tiniest little like. As soon as you walked in, the toilet was right there, and it would have been the size of like this little cupboard here.
Wow.
So you just sat on. I couldn't even like take a shit without. I couldn't shut the door when I was taking a shit. It was slapping my knees. So I just had to have the door open and that. But we were there for a couple of weeks before we moved into another place that Adam Kieran was staying in at the time.
Yeah.
And then he ended up moving, and then we moved into his place. So we just had to stay in this place for 2 weeks, and my wife was like, "Nah, we are not staying here. We're going. We're getting out of here." But she held through, and we got
nice.
Sweet.
But you loved your time there?
I love my time there. Yeah, the footy side was hard because like you had, I felt connected, but a lot of people weren't too connected with the French boys, Australian, English. Like you got 3 different cultures coming together.
What are the plays being called in? French or English?
Well, the French boys, if there were 2 French halves, they would speak French and play together, and then they tried speaking English to you playing. But a lot of them, they had really good English, like because it was an English comp, and they used to do lessons. We had lessons in French, they had lessons in English, because like if you want to go over to another team in England, like you can't sit there and speak French.
Yeah.
But we were lucky. We had Team A and Piercy at the time as our halves, and Sam Tompkins
was
as fullback.
Jimmy there or no?
Nah, he left.
Yeah,
he left the year before.
Yeah, okay.
But so
Piercy's
Piercy was my half, and he was just so good. I still reckon we would have won that grand final if Piercy didn't tear his hammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was interesting is watching that from afar. Like I didn't actually realise that he was injured. I just thought that they hooked him. I'm like, in his last ever game.
Nah, he tore his hammy like 2 weeks before.
Yeah. I found that out later. But watching the game, I'm like, how have you taken off one of the greatest halves that's played the game? Right. Like I don't care what anyone says about Mitchell Pearce. He was a superstar. Played first grade at 17. Played a million games. Did it at every level. He just came up against the most ridiculous Queensland side ever.
Yeah,
which is kind of tainted like what 100%. People say about him. But he was unbelievable. And then but yeah, as I said, he was injured. But
yeah, it was he was on fire all year too. That was the hardest thing about that.
Yeah.
So we only had T-May and Sammy Tompkins doing the kicking, so that it kind of just they knew who was kicking, knew what was doing. So
damn. And was that your last game?
No, I played one more year.
Yeah.
But we didn't do too well. And then again, tore my pec at the end of the year, and that's essentially what ruined my career. I'll finish my career.
Yeah. Okay. So what was it when you did it? Did you know this will be it?
Nah, I was still trying to probe around to get some contract. I was trying to talk to the Roosters to get me back here and do it. At the time, they didn't have any 30 spots. Obviously, they lost heaps of players, but they had players coming up.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out.
Okay.
Like I couldn't take a training trial anyway. Like especially with a young family trying to move to Sydney, you wouldn't be able to live here.
No.
And yeah, it just didn't work out. Like obviously I wanted to keep playing, but sometimes that doesn't happen. You got to move on.
Yeah.
It's shit. It's the shit part of footy, especially professional footy, that especially when you're not ready to finish up professionally, like there's a time where you just got to do it. So
yeah. Okay. So like, do you think like you wish you held off on going to France for a couple of years, or was that kind of...
A little bit? Yeah, for sure. But I do love that I did it.
Yeah, and grateful for that opportunity with your family and things like that as well. Like Harvey got to experience.
100%. You got to experience like a European.
Can he speak French?
Nah.
Oh.
He can like.
Can you?
Counting. I'm all right. Like I'm not fluent in any way. Like I can pick up certain things.
Fluent in English,
like, I'm all right. Like I can order at the restaurants and that's it. That's all I need to know. But
nice.
I just think going over there, I got to meet some good people too. Like I met the Sims, like Tarek Sims and his wife Ash and his kids. They're awesome. A few others like CY was over there too at the time.
Oh
yeah, we had a few.
Is that you didn't go? You went with Team A and that when they went to the concerts?
Nah, Team A wasn't there.
Oh,
Team A was over in England, but it was Siwa, Nickers.
Nickers, that's right, Nickers.
Yeah, we had another young fella in Dalmel.
Honestly,
yeah, they went together.
Honestly, is Nickers your favourite teammate ever?
He's awesome. He got so much energy too.
I love Jaden.
Some people don't know how to take it, but like he's just so positive. He's just like tries to brighten everyone's day.
Yeah,
and
he's the best.
Yeah,
he's the best.
dude.
We had some good times in 2016, me and Jaden.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, obviously he's at the Roosters.
Yeah, when he's at the Roosters.
You were like the Roosters mascot 2026.
No, I just rode Connor. I'd rode Connor's NRL wave with him. It was the best. It's the best ever. All right, let's couple more questions on footy, and then I want to talk about life after footy.
Yeah,
there's got a couple of like not rapid fire questions, but like overarchingly, what are you most proud of in your career?
Footy wise?
Yeah, footy wise. Sorry.
I think just even playing one game, like I think that's amazing.
I do.
Like
too.
if anyone, because like we had a RPA get together, and there was a few players that say, "Oh, I only played 10 games," and some people are like, "Oh, I only played 40 games." But it's crazy that you even play one game.
Yeah.
Like there's a very very small percentage of players that play. It might be a bit higher now with new teams coming in and academies and stuff like that. But even like Central Coast only just recently have started like academies and stuff like that to get boys up there, and there was still a really small percentage of Central Coast players make the NRL. So I think making NRL is a massive thing for me, and even just like admitting that.
Yeah.
Because I work in schools and kids give me shit all the time. Like, you suck as a player. I was like, well, I played.
Yeah.
Or I go, how many NRL tries have you scored? Like, it's just like it's a good little joke, but it really is. It's crazy to even play one game.
Yeah, love that. And even like I can speak from to be like, as I said, that 16 year you went like you skyrocketed in terms of how much you improved, but like the fact that you're the only player from our age group, I'm pretty sure on Central Coast that made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else played NRL. Dill played a bit of cup and stuff. And
he made some 30s. I think he made 30.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's the only one that debuted.
Crazy.
Which is crazy.
Actually, yeah.
Which is also cool. Best teammate influence.
Teammate influence. It's hard. I had heaps, eh? I look at Jazza in terms of a...
Where
like,
Hargraves for...
Yeah, Jerry Hargraves. Like so I always talk about like the player outside of footy and then the player, like I look at him like he's an awesome competitor, does everything. We're in different positions, but like the way he plays is for this team, and then the way he is with his family is like two different things. Like he's awesome with his family. He's awesome with everyone else. Like he talks to everyone, has the time of day for everyone. I love that. I think looking at players that can balance family life and footy life, I think that's the best influence for me.
Yeah, awesome. Love it.
Actually, shout out to Sammy Moa. He's not a player, but he was a coach.
He did play.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he wasn't. He's not a player when I played with him.
Yeah, because.
But he's someone that's very similar to Jazzo in that sense.
Yeah, okay. Because he's back now.
Yeah, he's assistant coach at Para.
Yeah, true. Yeah. True. What would what's the key piece of advice you'd give to like a young kid trying to make it in footy?
Oh, that's hard, eh? I think be the player that we talk about this, like be the player that everyone wants to play with. So don't complain when it comes to training. Don't it's hard not to. Like if you rock up in the shittest session, just get it done. When you're on the field, like work hard, be the player that they want to defend next to, be the player they want to be like running off ya, or that those are the type of players that will turn up when it's hard. Like I think that's the biggest thing they can tell anyone, and I think I learnt that really late, which I needed to learn earlier, and I probably would have made it if I did. But unselfish acts on the field, and I think that's a big thing for a lot of players.
That was awesome. Love it. All right, let's talk about life after footy. So come back. You're still playing for Wong in the Newcastle comp last year. Who are you with next year?
Oh, I signed another year at Wong.
Oh, yeah,
cool. I'm going to play because I signed 2 years and I was happy to stay at Wong for the 2 years. So I'll do that, and I don't know, see how it go.
Yeah, cool.
Don't know how much more this body's got.
How many more injuries you can take. But just recently, like you've completed your teaching degree.
Yeah, not quite. Like I've just finished my third year prac.
Yep.
I've completed on my theory. I just have my internship start of next year to finish off, and I'll be qualified. But I can conditionally teach now, so
cool.
Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah. So
I'm doing SLSO work right now, and I want the pay to go.
Yeah, for sure. And it goes up every year as government worker too.
For sure.
So why PE teaching? Oh, sorry, not PE. Sorry, school teaching.
Just teaching in general. I think I don't know. Like it sounds weird, but like I can work with kids really, really well. Like I enjoy teaching them things, and you can see like little like switches in their brain go, fire, I get it.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean? Like if you put something on the board or you show them something, they're like, that looks like I got no idea. But then if you're able to switch their mentality and like you can see them gradually getting it, I can see it in my kids too. Like when they're learning little things, like there's a sense of excitement.
Yeah.
They're like, I got it. Do you know what I mean? So, and those are little things that I love seeing.
Awesome. Well, question to that, do you reckon you'll coach?
Well, I'm actually doing some coaching with the academy at Wong. Wong just started their academy.
Yeah. So what age group's that?
Nah, they do I think it's like 15, 16s, and then they've got a lower grade.
Yeah, okay.
They've got a younger. It's more so for...
Is my old man involved?
I don't know.
He's the 19s coach.
Yeah, I know he's the 19s coach. I said I'll come down and help out. I'll do anything for that, man.
For context, Ray, he rings me on Thursday nights coming home from training. He's, I saw Matty today. He came around, he like made all the young boys feel welcome. You go up to him in the club and like they'll be having dinner after the event, and you'll go sit with the 19s boys and talk to them and stuff. And for you, that's kind of just like whatever. It might be intentional. I don't know. And that I'd be interested to hear your feedback on it. But his thing is like the way an ex-NRL player, the impact that he has on all these young kids around them, probably without even knowing, is so special.
Yeah.
So is that an intentional thing?
Oh, yes and no. Like I do like getting around, seeing everyone, and because like if you're one club, you got to be one club. Like you got to show respect to everyone. But I do like when I see the 19s boys, I do try and make an effort because like to them it's nothing, but like whatever knowledge or whatever I can do to make them feel like a better player or can give them something to become a better player, like I want to do it.
Yeah.
And that might come from like when I was younger, that when I was in Manly and stuff, like the older boys, they didn't quite do that for you.
Yeah,
because
okay.
that's just what it was.
The
Like you
culture
had that
was, yeah.
old head, the old heads, and then the young boys would be together, and that's just what happens. And just switching that mentality that we're no better than them because we're playing a high grade.
Yeah.
Like they're 19, they're adults, we're adults. Like you just got to treat everyone like humans. And,
Absolutely.
no one, like in the end, like you're going to be forgotten about, and that's what it is. But like right now, you can be remembered about being like a good person.
Absolutely.
And I tell these kids at Tukley that play footy at recess and lunch, and they're fighting each other all the time. And it's just like no one's going to remember that. No one's going to remember you scoring a mad try in the corner at recess. Like they're going to remember if you're a good person or not. So I try to bring that mentality wherever I go. So.
Love that. Can very, very much vouch you are a great person, Matt Ikuvalu.
Thanks, man.
Mate, 3 quick questions before we go.
Yep.
If 16-year-old, and this is interesting too, because when we like knew each other well, 16-year-old Matty walked through the door, what are you telling him?
Oh, that's hard. That's another one. Hey, probably just work harder. Like you're not that injured. Like I used to cop a little knock, and and I'll be limping around for a bit. Get up and move. Like sacrifice more. Like if I wanted to, because I always said I wanted to play NRL. If I really wanted to play NRL, I would have sacrificed more. I chose nights out on the piss a lot more than I did training, and I think a lot of kids might be doing the opposite now. But yeah, I think I'd be doing that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Love it. What's your go-to cheat meal?
I love pizza. Eh?
Pizza? Where from?
I always get when I want it quick, I'll get a peri-peri chicken.
Crust.
Either crust, but if it's quick, Domino's, just like thin and crispy, so I can just get it and smash it, and I don't feel like as bad. But yeah, crust is another big one. Peri-peri chicken. I just love pizza. I like fold it and that, smash it.
Love it.
Or Chinese. Love a sweet and sour pork and a fried rice.
Yeah, okay. Extra MSG on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wash it down with
You've been there for 3 days. Last question. You don't play any golf, do you?
No, I've only just picked it up though. I got my inherited my grandpa's clubs.
Oh yeah, sick.
They're old as.
Well, so
good.
Obviously you play golf in a foursome. So you and 3 others, your dream golf course can be dead or alive, anyone in the world.
Dead or alive? Oh, that's hard. Golfers, right?
No, you can
anyone.
Can be lunch, can be whatever. But someone you want to spend 3 people you want to spend 4 hours with.
3 people I want to spend 4 hours with. Okay. Let's go. I want to like Kevin Hart for that funny bit.
Yeah.
Another one. Who would I like? Martin Lawrence. I'm just thinking actors that I like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go singers I like. John Legend.
Bang.
Give me another one.
Oh, you want more?
Let's just sports star. Oh no, I got 3. Hey.
Yep. You can have 4.
No, I want to skip. I want to skip out on Martin Lawrence.
All right, Martin Lawrence is out.
Yeah.
He can be caddy.
Yeah.
Me and Martin Lawrence will carry the bags.
And then let's go an athlete with a good mentality like LeBron James or something like that, just so you get to talk about him, pick his brain apart.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mate, this has been fucking unreal. Super grateful you came aboard. Mate, we'll definitely go again in the future, I reckon. And mate, Matty, I really appreciate you, mate. Congratulations on your career.
Thanks, man. Maybe I'll be a teacher next time or a coach and jump on here.
Absolutely.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, brother.